Today, I'm going to talk to you about the 6 keys to having love. Your ego likes to make loving difficult. With your ego in the way, you can justify and rationalize the lack of love in your life. Your ego has you convinced that it runs your life and that it can deliver everything. However, your ego never delivers love. Your ego tells you how hard, how impossible, and how painful love is. Ego protects the position of avoiding humiliation at all costs. And ego tells you how stupid you are for loving. Whatever your ego is telling you about love, you, not your ego, lose. Now here's the truth. Love is so available. That's so important that I'm actually going to say it again. Love is so available. Okay, now imagine yourself like a sun. A huge, radiant, glowing, and warm sun that shines its light out into the world. You, as the sun, have the energy of expansion. You experience all emotions as expanding your awareness as positive. For example, in feeling grief or loss, you gain more of an appreciation for life and treat each day as precious. Your sunlight reaches out and touches everything. Attracts all that is love right back to you. You feel and see nothing but possibilities. You lean into life with courage and excitement. Your attention and focus is outward, while deeply and authentically loving yourself at the same time. There is no ending to you, which is brilliant rays of love and light. In other words, you are love. Now, imagine that every time you follow your ego's advice, which is mostly fear-based, you contract this brilliant sunlight. It's the opposite of that wonderfully expansive experience. You experience your emotions as contracting, your awareness as negative. For example, in feeling grief or loss, you decide that love is denied you, and you shrink into your protective shell, and therefore only attracting that very same contractive energy into your life from someone or something else. Possibilities for love from another, or money, success, or happiness, for example, don't seem to be available to you. Your sunlight retracts and becomes smaller in size and reach. You hold back with fear and distrust. Your attention is focused inward, beginning a path of self-hate and loneliness. Your body becomes the boundary of you, no longer your sun rays of light and love out into the world. The truth of you being love escapes you. In following your egoic, fear-based thoughts, emotions, and belief patterns, you forget who you really are. You forget and even deny that you are love. This description I've just given you may sound melodramatic, but I'm trying to make a very important point here. Just know that all of your complaints about you and your life and the people in your life are not doing you any good at all. And by the way, you're not born into this world with an ego. The ego is born with the thought, I am my body. I am my thoughts. I am my feelings. And I am my emotions. All of this simply is not true. You are not your body, your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. They're yours, but they are not you. You are born as a sun, shining its brilliance of that which you are, which is love. Okay, now how do you move from a life of fear-based and egoic, which by the way is contractive, living, to the expansive sunlight that you really are? Here are 6 keys to having love. First, give. Give to yourself and others. There's many ways to give. Emotionally, physically, intellectually, intuitively. Now at this time, don't worry about getting. The key here is to develop your ability to give. Active listening is an example of giving. So the first key to having love is to give. Second, honor. Honor your emotions and the emotions of others. This includes being responsive and respectful. This is not doing anything, but rather honoring your own and others' emotions. Don't judge or react, which is contractive, to an emotion, but rather just be with it. Allow it. Have your emotion and allow others to have theirs. So if you feel irritated, just allow irritation. Honoring an emotion is quite expansive, actually. You'll find that when you allow irritation, for example, the irritation sure doesn't last very long. So the second key to having love is to honor. Third is to know. Know through seeking understanding. Much of the knowing in this world today is through pain. Do you inflict pain on yourself or others as a way of knowing who you or they are? Instead, take the time to reach out tenderly. Develop the skill of loving, seeking understanding of yourself and others. The key here is to not be understood, but rather to understand. So the third key to having love is to know. Fourth, be intimate. Now this takes real humility. Be willing and open to be brand new every day. Be willing and open to have others be brand new every day. Instead of insisting that you and others can't change, choose to create whatever your heart desires. Be humble enough to be close, tender, and vulnerable with yourself and with others. This is being intimate. So the fourth key to having love is be intimate. 5, commit. Have the courage to commit. It can be frightening due to fear of rejection and humiliation. When you consider committing yourself to another, often your ego steps in with questions like, am I good enough? Is he good enough? Is she good enough? You wait to find out, but then commitment never comes. It takes courage to love. Therefore, the 5th key to having love is to commit. 6th, care. Honestly begin to care for yourself and for others. Get off that pity pot and stop feeling sorry for yourself. Love has nothing to do with self-pity. You don't need a reason to care. Just open your mind and your heart, and caring will begin. Let yourself care for yourself and for others. So the 6th key to having love is care. These are the keys to loving yourself and others. You actually know each one of them, and you have done them from time to time. You know how to love. You just don't think that you do. But practice these 6 keys and you will have love for yourself and from others. Be the sun that you are, that shines the brilliant and radiant light. Be the love that you are, that cures all fears. You are not alone because you are love.